Hi Libra, we're going to do your love reading real quick. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, as you know. Cannot resonate for everyone. All my videos are timeless, so if it doesn't resonate, be sure to check your other signs. And even if it does, you should check your other signs. The roles can be reversed due to cross-watcher energy, and occasionally I do extended readings, but not usually, only if I really feel a pull to do it and I want to pull another deck or do another spread. Let's see if we can get one more. That looks like the Fates in reverse. That would kind of let me know that you're possibly not trusting in divine timing. Okay, peace. Okay, so I'm going to read this one, but the Fates, I'm going to read it at the end, so stick around because these oracle messages are extremely powerful. But the Fates, you know, trusting in, having faith in how everything turns out, having faith in divine timing and not worrying about it, not feeling like you have to adjust or, you know, manipulate or orchestrate things. All right, so we can read it both ways. We'll read it both ways. It's in reverse, so, but either way it's saying you need to have faith and stop worrying about something. And then there's peace, okay? Powerful. Very nice. That's always good to know. I mean, this is a good card to get because this is basically saying don't worry. It's out of your hands. You don't have to do all that you're doing, problem solving in your mind, you know, circling that loop. Ooh, already, look at that. 6 of Cups. Somebody thinking about you maybe, somebody from the past. Yeah, I feel like already there's too much turmoil going on in your head that is just wasting. It's, you know, sucking your energy, and it shouldn't be because it's not productive. It's hurting you. It's not helping. It's not going to help you figure anything out. It's not going to help you solve a problem. It's just going to drain you emotionally and mentally. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to look at your person on the right and you on the left. Ooh, oh, see, look at that. We're going to get a strong reading. The Hierophant, that's about truth, ethics, you know, a high-level relationship. Could be a marriage. Taurus, Virgo. 6 of Wands, somebody is needing recognition, wanting to know maybe the stability of things. And here we have the Fool card. The Fool card is a new beginning, starting over. Releasing baggage, starting over with the clean slate. I'm already feeling a lot of love, like maybe the 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Lovers type energy. I'm also feeling some swords, like Knight of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to hold on to some independence is what I'm thinking. And somebody else wants things to go forward. And Libra, I almost kind of feel like your intuition is like you already know this. Okay, so focused attention, 8 of Pentacles, focusing on work. Focusing on, I don't know, let's see. 6 of Pentacles, generosity, giving. King of Cups, a lot of love. And death. Wow. So somebody in your person's energy, it looks like they cut off. I'm not sure. Page of Pentacles, that's something, it could be an apology. Also, it's a message of stability, an idea, Seven of Pentacles is your energy. There's the Page of Swords watching. Page of Swords is very inquisitive, wondering what's going on. There's that Page of Pentacles again. So you're waiting for communication. They've shut down. King of Wands. The Moon card, secrets maybe. There's more than meets the eye. There's more going on here than is known. Yeah, there's some truth and clarity that's being hidden. Jeez. But it looks like it's going to come out. But that's probably why they're avoiding. I'm getting a lot of this. Painful ending, Ten of Swords on your side. And can't let go. So Libra, it looks like on your side we have some energy of obsessing. And I think it's, well, it can start out as a, understandable desire to figure things out. It can turn into a habit, and sometimes the spying starts out just kind of natural, like what are they up to, this doesn't make sense, why did this happen? But then you got to be real careful with that, because what can happen is it can turn into an obsession, or even more of a habit. Like if you put so much energy into it, it's kind of like your go-to when you're stressed, or when you have some downtime, just go directly to, or when you're thinking about them, it's a habit of going directly to spying or obsessing. And it's like, for some reason, you're not able to let go of this. And I think it's because there's something, there's too much hidden that doesn't make sense. But remember the oracles tell us that there's, divine timing is at play here. We'll read them, but there's something, to do with that. And you're not helping, we're going to pull one more. You're not helping yourself by trying to figure this out. I do want to know, Page of Wands, communications coming. But we've got Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's put these back and let's ask some direct questions. Tell me about... So I think your side is pretty clear. It ended abruptly, and possibly you have not gotten to communicate what you want to. There's some part of you, even though you were probably got the short end of the stick and were not treated fairly, there's still a part of you that wants to communicate what you really meant or how you felt. But you're having a really hard time letting this go. It's like you're waiting. You're very focused on this, what you would say, what would I say, what could I say, what did I say wrong, what should I have said. A lot of mental energy here. And they've shut things off, but I think, let's look more into what you don't know. There's that Two of Cups I was feeling. I think what you don't know is there's some sort of truth or secret that they're avoiding. Yeah. I think they don't want to face it because they don't want the Tower. They're avoiding drama, but my gosh, that's really unfair. Okay, let's ask some specific questions for them. Why do we have the Six of Pentacles? Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So somebody that gives a lot, maybe has a lot on their plate. They have a lot of people relying on them. Maybe family. More on that, please. King of Pentacles. Now, I also saw the Emperor, so I've got two indications of a husband. Actually, with the King of Wands, we might have... Something's going to be revealed. Or there's some inner knowing that you have, and it may have, again, have to do with family. The Sun card is about growth. It also could be Leo, but it's growth and healing, and think about what the Sun does. It makes us feel good. It's a feel-good card. It also could be children. Let's clarify that. I need a Sun card in the High Priestess. That's crazy. 9 of Pentacles. Independence, wealth, being okay on your own. Tell me about this Death card. What's the Death card here? Libra, I feel like you are really having a hard time problem solving something that possibly can't be problem solved by you, because there's something being hidden. Maybe Libra, they may be involved with someone else. And I think you have that gut feeling. And the other thing that they're involved in, maybe there is some energy of it, maybe it's not going to work out, but they're not ready. And if somebody's not ready, well, for whatever reason, if they're not ready to be with you, you never want to, try and talk somebody into being with you, right? Or wait around, because that keeps you in a lower vibe. What you should be doing is focusing on people that you do enjoy being with, people that make you feel good, people that show you your value. This is a little bit disappointing. I'm sorry. This keeps showing up too. Aquarius energy, the Star card, healing. So for those of you who's with or this person is not with someone else, they're just still struggling from the loss of that, maybe the marriage they were in, but there's some sort of secret here, and I really feel like you know that. I feel like your intuition about it is right, but you're still having a hard time not obsessing. I do think they're going to return though, Libra. Look at that. You're thinking about the past. They're thinking about the past. Let's find out more about that. Yeah. I think they're going to come towards you, because look at the direction. Eventually they'll come towards you, but Libra, you need to not hold on and wait. You need to focus on your own happiness in the meantime. We're going to read those oracle cards with that, where I split the deck, 10 of Cups. This person may be able to give you what you need someday, but if it's not now, you got to focus on what makes you happy, right? I think they're shut down. Yeah, they're shut down. They've pulled away. They're healing. They're taking a time out. It's not over. Yeah, oh wow, there will be a new beginning. Here's a progress card. New beginning, 10 of Cups, lots of love. This is all about progress. Let's get one more oracle, and then we'll read that. Because remember, there's something strong energy here about you. If you just can let yourself allow and not obsess over, the obsessing is keeping you in a low vibration of not having what you want. All that glitters. Okay, we're going to read this one real quick. The Fates with the Peace. That is number 17. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change. And knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. So God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. The relationship message is other people are who they are. You cannot change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is in our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. That's powerful. So for those of you, this All That Glitters card, if it applies to some of you, it's about being attracted to things for the wrong reasons, like because they're, shiny and beautiful, or because it's a physical attraction, or because it's, money or something like that. But this is strong here. This is all about not trying to change things or force things or push things or figure them out too much in your head to where it becomes an obsessive habit. And that if you can give things to spirit and accept that this is going to come around, this person's going to come back to you, but you're hurting yourself in the meantime, whereas in the meantime you should be building yourself up and working on things that you can improve, right? Which is going to bring you peace. Okay. All right, Libra, I love you guys. Let me know in the comments. We're doing $50 gift cards every month, just chosen through the comments. So leave a comment. I love to hear where you guys are watching from. So if you just want to tell me, say hi from wherever. And I love you guys. I pray for you guys every day. I hope you will pray for each other. And we'll see you soon. Bye, Libra. God bless.